All right, welcome everyone. We're Semblance of Sanity. I'm Caleb.
I'm Jacob.
And we're here for
Made in Abyss, Season 2, Episode 11. Foolish Sosu.
Very foolish. Kind, but
foolish.
My old Jedi friend.
You're impossibly outnumbered.
I don't think so. I think we're in an endgame situation for Faputa. We just had a whole bunch of backstory stuff set up here.
And you know what that means.
Yeah. Now there's a lot in me that is basically having that. Well, we could get Voiko and Faputa to join the crew.
We could get a happy end. Oh wait,
no, this is Made in Abyss.
And let's be real. If Faputa survives, then that means like everyone that she wanted to kill is dead. So I feel like that could be a bit of a damper on the Nakama train. Well, I mean, theoretically, it's the I incapacitated you because you were getting in the way, but I know that I just need to kill everybody and then you'll stop being foolish.
Yeah, Faputa post Irumyui will be interesting.
Yeah.
If we get Irumyui completely destroyed, seeing who can survive after she's been destroyed.
I'm sure this will be fine.
Yeah, there's a bunch of ways in which it can go right. And there's a large, it's the meme of story if such and such. And then the actual, deep pain and suffering of one character's trauma. So, yeah, Made in Abyss, y'all. Without further ado, let's just jump right into it. Okay.
Right. Okay.
Haku. Mama.
Wow. I wouldn't have had to fight him if not for you all. Oh shit.
Fuck.
Oh shit.
Oh shit. Oh. I'm protecting you.
Yep.
Oh. I like that. I like that. Like that he was the one to explain that to her because Oh my god. Oh.
Oh shit.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. Oh shit.
Oh my god.
Shit. Oh, that is so badass.
That is so cool, but like
oh my god,
Nadachi looks so badass.
Oh my god.
That helmet is so cool. Her fur's lighter now.
Coming in here like Gone Freaks with the
I know.
fishing hook, fishing line.
Oh shit.
Yeah, one of the originals. Yeah. Oh. Yeah, he's dying here. Yeah. Oh.
Memories.
Okay. Oh. Whoa. Alright, you son of a bitch. Don't know.
Oh. Oh shit.
Oh.
Oh.
He's running.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
The successor to the consumed and desecrated. They're like her babies, kind of.
Yeah, because the monsters are in now.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh shit! Now they're gonna tell their friends. Easy pickings in here.
Yeah.
Oh shit! Wait, that's way this could become a thing where they all end up united.
The-
Oh well.
Fuck. So
Well-
what? Maybe Faputa will have to defend them somehow, or
The big thing.
Oh,
yeah.
fuck.
Oh crap! They can smell all the food in here.
oh yeah.
You gotta go deeper. Yep.
Faputa doesn't even need to finish it. What?
Oh fuck! Fabita's gonna die. Oh fuck!
Are the people of the village gonna need to help Faputa? Not that they can, really. And then...
Yeah, because it's a life. It's like she's connected to your mother, you know, just tried to protect her kids. Oh, no way. Whoa. Whoa. Mom's still trying to protect you. Yeah, all the little kids. Yeah, and then just stepped on by... Ah, this music.
Oh my god.
No way. Reg? Oh, go! One last little... Haku, yeah. Yeah. Oh.
This is some guts shit.
Oh. Jeez.
Did they rescue her?
Oh, value.
Yeah.
Wow.
We'll nurse you back to health
Yeah.
with our own bodies. And that's a... It all comes full circle, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But if it's freely given...
Yeah. Yeah. Now she's back.
Mm-hmm.
Holy shit. This is so fucking epic. Whoa, whoa.
Oh.
Of course, I had to give us one little tease at the end.
Faputa now can make a wish.
All right.
Okay.
All right. We had ourselves a very beautiful episode.
Yep.
A very cruel and vicious episode, but also one that gave us a kindness in that, no, Faputa, your suffering isn't over, but also your duty is incomplete, and thus, you will shine glittering in gold and fulfilling the value of and the dreams of other hollows in this place who realize that at this point only you can save them. It comes down to that being that simple.
And the fact that it specifically ended up being something where they literally physically feed themselves to her.
Mm-hmm.
There's a whole bunch of reasons why that's beautiful, right? Like there's the direct coming full circle to the stuff with Irumyui,
Yes,
right?
yes.
Even though these people are not the ones that actually ate the people back then, right?
Nope.
They
don't even know.
Yeah, no, they don't even know.
Nope.
They don't even know. It's just here is someone that wants us all dead, right? We don't fully understand why necessarily.
Well,
some of them
I think they know a little bit based on what Faputa's been screaming at them all this time.
Yes. But then it's even though this one was trying to kill us, still wants to kill us, right? The whole reason that she was fighting the monsters is so that she can be the ones to kill them.
Uh-huh.
Well, you know what? We don't want you to suffer, and right now maybe you're the only kind of closest thing to a savior we have, right?
Yeah, you're the only one we can't. So that puts a great contradiction in Faputa where she has to save them in order to have them be her prey so that she can destroy them.
And rely on their sustenance.
And rely on their strength and what have you. The ones who you see as the barbaric, pillagers and plunderers of your mother. And it all, it all has a beautiful cycle to it. There's a terrifyingly disturbing aspect in that Faputa lives on and suffers regardless. Meaning that in some ways the wish-granting devices, if you will, have borne such a strong will within her that even at the points where she should have died, 3 times just in this episode alone. Little things are, little graces, little opportunities for her to live on beyond this. And then, we even had hollows and stuff that had their haku being about actually feeding themselves. We had hollows with all kinds of really crazy specific things that they valued and stuff. So this one might have literally been their haku to give parts of themselves away to be eaten. Who's to say? But then, even in this moment, as Faputa's reaching out and killing multiple of them to eat and gorge herself to heal and stuff, they're not fleeing.
No,
they're not fleeing.
No, they're not.
No, they're not even trying to restrain her from eating them.
Right.
They just want to be connected to that value that
exactly right. Now. It wasn't even something of, with the things that they were saying, it was we we want to be a part of your value, right? We would love it if you could make our strength yours, right?
Yeah.
It's not just the here if this helps you save us, right? Maybe that is the underlying one of the underlying reason, right? Yeah. But that's not what they're saying.
That's not the only thing, yeah.
Right. And so Faputa, what do you value? right? Because now everything's sort of getting thrown out of whack, right? Like Faputa is actually coming into conflict with the supreme duty that is saying you must destroy all of them, right? And I love that the story makes this happen in probably the only way that it could have been done in a satisfying way.
Right. In
that there's Beloff's memory gas thing that we have, built up for a while now, right? Which seemed rather like, that doesn't necessarily seem particularly relevant. Okay, it catches Nanachi up to speed, but all right, whatever. No, it's actually very important here because that's something that is able to snap Faputa out of it just long enough to make her maybe able to reconsider things. Maybe.
Right.
Right?
Because the memories that she has now are not just born out of the wishes or things that are beyond her even capacity to, reason or understand because they're not actually, her
hers.
memories.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Now she has the entire experiences of Beloff, who is in some ways probably the most depressing of all the sages, in that his story is one where he feels like he's the one that pushes forward and he's the one that helps make things click to the point that they do end up succeeding and getting down here, but just shuts down once he realizes the horror of it all, and then realizes how horrible he and they all are for doing this. So giving his internal perspective and memories to Faputa shows the pain that he went through, even though he survived all that shit.
Right. It is the in a lot of ways it is the best form of apology he could possibly give. Because one, it's not an apology.
No.
But it's
being vulnerable.
It's being vulnerable and letting her know I did not want this.
Yeah.
Right? Like
Take me, just kill me, end me.
Yep.
That's what I've been wanting for a while, but
do you know what else this does?
Yeah.
This means that Faputa now knows about Wazukyan. So, that's something that I think was just very important to have brought up and bridge the gap of and everything, because
Wazukyan's all fuck.
So Voiko, we're just we're leaving.
We're going down into the pit, basically.
Yep.
We're going down to the tar pit of all the little babies and stuff that you were, chilling in at the bottom.
And we'll just hide down there until hopefully this all blows over. Yeah. I love it. That feels like it sets up absolutely beautifully the final episode, right? Like it's something
a skulking, smart little coward.
Yeah.
Who's like cleverly avoiding this whole shenanigans here,
making everyone else pay the price.
Yeah.
It's every episode for like this whole like second half has just progressively gotten like more and more crazy. All right, like, and I thought that the previous episode, it's like, okay, yeah, that was so raw and intense and everything. What are they going to do to top that, right? Because after that, everything gets very simple, right? Faputa just slaughters them all, and then maybe they'll try and, talk her down or whatever. Okay. But no, then this episode comes around and it's like, wait, the show's actually giving me hope that possibly they could have some kind of silver lining at the end of this through, all of the carnage that...
Well, because Faputa can survive the village being destroyed.
Right.
They can't.
Yes.
Yeah, the part that gets really simple about this is just whether or not Faputa survives. It's not about whether she kills them all. It's whether Faputa lives to then go on the quest with them.
But now I feel like there's actually a chance that we could get Faputa and Voiko both surviving.
Right, except that Voiko would be the only one then that would probably survive.
Right.
Because none of the others can survive the village. Now,
we might have to say goodbye to Ma.
There's a possibility that Wazukyan survives. I could see him finding some way to get out of this situation because of the wish granting stuff.
I feel like that would be rather apropos, given that he is slimy enough that, it would have that classic kind of maiden abyss, like, okay, it can't be a perfectly happy ending, right? But
right. He would have to in some ways take on some aspects of someone else. Like, it's the whole thing of where Wazukyan would almost have to be transformed himself
in order to be saved from
in order
Faputa.
to be saved from Faputa's wrath, basically.
Yeah.
And that would be maybe the one way that he could survive this.
I don't know.
Even then, I feel like his transformation is going to be something more for his own just ability to freely wander the abyss.
All right, here's a crazy theory with how Wazukian would end up surviving. Is that he ends up becoming the new Cage town,
The village,
whatever,
yeah.
right? The village,
Yeah, that's one of the ways,
right?
Yeah.
And then he's still around, but he's not actually around. But like, if he's truly dedicated to the cause, and it's not about he himself wanting to do these things, but it's I believe these things must be done. Then that would be the ultimate way for him to prove that he's not just a charlatan, right?
Right. The reason why I still don't trust him though is because of how hard he's holding on to Vueko.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
He's either banking on Vueko needing to be used to protect him or to use the wish granting device. Like Vueko is the means for that.
Although Nanachi had a potential moment of clarity, with the memories for context and everything of wait, wish granting devices, hang on. Does he want to use Rico to make a new village? I think that is a very high likelihood because
he could want that. Yeah, I feel like it's something where if we end up going that route, it's so specific because also Rico is not Rico is new to his environment.
Right, exactly.
So it would have to be something that he would have shown in the show before this based on the way that he kind of encountered Rico for the first time.
Yeah, either
we'd have to go back and check on that.
Either that or future visions stuff. Like that's the way it could be sort of like hand wavy
easy
done.
hand wavy thing.
Right,
but
still, short of that,
I still want Wazukan to be one where when I go back and watch this season again, I go, he makes total sense.
Right.
Because I feel like there's a couple aspects of characters that have powers that are beyond time that allows for almost not way too much, but just too much hand waviness.
Right. It becomes more of a narrative construct rather than an actual person.
Actual character. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And thus, obviously, he's not going to turn Rico into a stationary object of the abyss.
No, although
Rico has to go down to the next layer at the very least. So,
right.
So that's not going to happen.
But I could see it being something where, because of the kind of person that Rico is, theoretically,
Rico turning into a hollow of some kind.
Right, that does feel like it would be in line with the kinds of things that she would wish for if she was pushed for it.
Yeah.
But
God, the music, Belof's death scene, Faputa's voice actress just going hard.
So good.
Everything about this just being a horrific, terrifying just loss of not just these characters, but these characters kind of experiencing that loss over again.
Yeah, it feels weird to say, but it felt like there was a loss of innocence happening, despite the fact that the person whose innocence was being lost was the one who was going on a murderous rampage.
Right.
It feels weird to say, and yet that's what it seemed like was happening here.
Yeah.
Like the fact that we were able to see Faputa getting torn apart more and more, and we know she's immortal, so like she's not actually going to die, right? It's like it then, I mean, maybe she could have eventually, but it separates it in my mind from being something where I'm looking at the literal consequences of, she is in physical danger to this is a manifestation of what is happening on the inside. When Reg talked about, you'll burn up until there's nothing left, right? This is what, that's happening right here.
Well, now you're being reborn. And that's why I think
yes.
they're going to go for a kind of a rebirth type of ending for a lot of the characters. Reg's experienced a little bit of that by connecting back to his past. Rico could end up getting transformed in some ways. I think Vueko will get an opportunity to journey, with family. That's going to be, the kind of the rebirth for her. I think Wazukan is going to transform in some measure or way.
And he kind of already has a little bit, like with stuff he's been doing with the village, but it'll probably
not really. I think we're going to see like a way more dramatic thing of that. I also think that Faputa was the main example of that here, where we saw her now deciding what her value will be, because that scream at the end was not the same voice that monologued about how she was going to
slaughter them all.
Slaughter them all.
Yeah.
There's been this cool duality of the way the voice acting is done for Faputa, where Faputa will shift into almost I am the arbiter and the avatar of my mother's vengeance, and I'll shift into that voice versus the lover of Reg, or like the lost princess. And it's those kind of moments of shift where when she's not speaking, where she's screaming or crying out or something, I'm like, oh, that's really cool, because you can almost tell which one it is, even when she's being animalistic.
Exactly. We don't need to have side characters telling us, wait, that cry seems different. It's as if she's trying to, whatever, right? No, we don't need that, because the visuals, the music, the voice acting, it all speaks for itself, right? And the context of everything that's been happening. So when she goes up there and gives her cry, we know that's yes, there is a lot of pain in that cry, but this is a cry of challenge and protection, if you will, right? Like you are now coming after me and mine. Get the fuck back, right?
Gabu was wonderful. The way in which we used little set of scenes, or was that Favu?
No, it's Gabu.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Having a moment of saying something that we brought up in the discussion like a long time ago of, if you had hurt, laid a hand on this one, you shall no longer be able to return. You shall also lose the Haku that is called Reg. I have protected your future.
Yep.
This is such a sweet moment, not just because it's, something that we had kind of talked about before, and it's the through line of, yes, if you want Reg to be, someone that'll eventually come back to you, you can't
kill Rico.
You can't hurt or kill Rico, because he'll never forgive you for that.
Yep.
But even still, the fact that Faputa hadn't realized that yet, or was so enraged that she couldn't see that, even if she had seen it before.
Yep.
The fact that the automaton, this big protector, is like, no, I never forgot about that. I know you don't need my physical protection right now. Right. But I know that in your enraged state that you might make a mistake that you would live to regret, and I won't let you do that.
And you think I was protecting this one. I wasn't.
I was protecting you.
Yeah. And I love
that's just beautiful.
It's absolutely beautiful, and I love the specific statement of it ending with, I protected your future, because you will have a future.
Right. It's not saying that your future was never going to be, a thing, but it's you would have burned away to where what would have been left wouldn't have been a future that you
would have had nothing. You would have gotten your vengeance, great, and that would have been it.
Yeah. Yeah, I also just really love the dichotomy as well of Faputa also being aware that, like, oh, Belaf, you're, like, the smell initially was used as a reminder to be like, oh, you're one of the ones that actually ate her. How dare you get so big? But then with all the others, there's no connection as to whether or not they were there or they participated in this actively.
So we can almost assume that most of them weren't.
No, that's not the point. We've already got that. The point is that Faputa knows the difference, though.
Right. Yes.
She knows 100% that they didn't do anything with it. With Belaf, she calls it out specifically because of the smell triggering the memories of, like, oh, you actively participated. Oh, I'm gonna make your life end.
Yes, you're your priority number one now. Yeah.
Right, and that idea of the memory awakening the distinction, the disparity between the two of, oh, you're one that actually did eat versus you guys are ones that didn't. I don't know. I really like that in some kind of, I don't know. There's something kind of twisted about it, but maybe this is just me reading into it a bit. But the idea that this village is a fleshy creature, right?
Right.
So it obviously has its own smell, right?
Totally.
She's surrounded in it.
Yeah.
But it was Belaf specifically, like, actively doing something that's like almost like a power in of itself to activate the smell. But none of this being something of like, oh, like the idea of in the show before this, the village is so wholly transformed from what she remembers to be the connections to her mother and stuff.
Yeah.
That, like, I don't know, just something where she's totally fine destroying it and everything about it, but it's the smells of, I don't know. Smell is just a really interesting thing to use in this method here, and just given that she's gorging herself and eating and doing all these things that would actively involve her sense of smell, and it only coming up here.
Right, after she's already done plenty of, like, wrecking house and everything. Yeah.
Right. It's something, I don't know. It feels like there's something there. There's a symbol or something there that I really like, but
You'd have to percolate on it.
I have to percolate on it a little bit because it reminds me, to unpack it a little bit, it reminds me of that feeling when you come back to, family cooking,
Sure.
and you smell the specific thing that makes you remember you're at home, right?
Right.
And she smelled the equivalent of that here, but in a much, add a few, zeros onto the end of that in terms of effectiveness. But around her, she never brought up anything about how this place smells horrible. Like, this place smells... Obviously, it's Belloff's power and stuff like that, but... I don't know.
Yeah.
That's just something really interesting there.
I'm curious to see how that will end up being potentially used later, because, like, Wazukian and Voiko very much were keeping their distance, right? Or
Voiko doesn't have a choice.
Voiko doesn't have a choice, right? But if Wazukian and Voiko going down there, Faputa ends up going down there after them, and that's, like, say, the next episode, the final episode, right? If Faputa, now that she has all the memories, and she would know who Voiko is, if she then also smells it on Voiko and Wazukian alike, and then it's the, okay, so now what do you do?
Right. It's the idea that there's memories that she's had transferred, right? But then there's going to be the perspective of Belloff that gives, in some ways, a limited angle on those memories. She didn't get the backstory dumped to us.
She got Belloff's memories.
She got Belloff's memories. But the idea of, encountering Voiko or Wazukian could lead to some very, very new perspectives, I guess.
Yeah. Like this, I would say, because it's once she killed Belloff that kind of the rebirth started. Because if you think about it, even when she went and, like, strangled Reg and everything, even though Reg survived and all that stuff, that felt more like it's the ingrained programming of the wishes and everything that can't just be forgotten. It can't be overwritten. It can't be whatever, right? And then
it's also the betrayal of Reg leaving and not coming back.
Totally, yes, that too. But then once she kills Belloff, enraged because of the whole smell thing, right? Then she gets the memories, and then after that, she starts acting differently. She starts fighting the creatures. The Hollows end up nursing her back to health on their own flesh. At this point, now we'll be able to, like, what's the next decision that she's going to make, right? If she if she has a situation where it's the, okay, do I actually continue killing these people? Do I specifically kill Voiko even though she has consumed the flesh of my mother, right? Okay, there you have a decision, right? Definitely killing Wazukian, but, like...
we'll see. The decision is in her hands to determine her own value now, and that's really powerful.
Beautiful.
I'm impressed with how much this season has taken a turn, despite Riko, Reg, and Nanachi not really being the main characters in this arc, and it's really, really impressive. But
dope helmet, Nanachi.
Yeah, very cool, almost Ava Unit-esque helmet. That was
10 out of 10 entrance.
Yeah, a fantastic fucking entrance. But y'all, thank you so much for watching this episode's reaction and discussion. If you want to see the next episode's reaction and discussion right now, though, go check out the link in the description below for our Patreon. You can get an early access there. You can watch full-length timer reactions there, and all this comes with Discord access, so you can chat with us in the community there about this show, about anime in general, and also be sure to check out my Persona 5 Royal Let's Play on Twitch right now. So yeah, if any of that interests you, we'll see you there. But until then, we're Semblance of Sanity. I'm Caleb.
I'm Jacob.
And we'll see you all
next time.